Hi, soul friends. This is Soulflower coming to you on our YouTube channel. We are an organization dedicated to our sacred service of supporting you in your personal growth journey on a mental, emotional, physical, and if you subscribe, spiritual level. We provide assistance that supports you by liberal education and self-discovery that leads to profound transformation that is created for you and by you through what we call mastery learning. Mastery learning is how we connect to our inner GPS, and through this and other resources, we advocate for you trusting yourself and further educating yourself so that whatever growth you do attain is permanent and cannot be denied or taken away. Our mission is to be an example of personal transformation that happens by aligning to our own self-mastery through our self-created inner technology that we created on our journey of self-discovery, and to assist anyone willing to embark on their own self-development and healing journey, and to help them realign with their own intrinsic value. We do this by educating about personal soul growth through means of inner work practices, shadow work practices, mindfulness, meditation, as well as other valuable self-discovery resources. And we are honored to serve you in this capacity. With that being said, let's get to our disclaimers. Our channel is not formal. We are not spiritual or religious podcasts. We are more conscious, soul conscious, focused. All featured services and subjects on our channel are for learning and unlearning purposes in the realm of opportunity regarding personal growth. We at Soulflower do not seek to control or convert you or convince you. We are merely lifelong seekers, students of life, and educators with the intention to inspire. We are not total experts on the subjects that we provide. This is an energy report, so we're not total experts on this, but we do have credible knowledge. This is not a energy report for anyone under the age of 18. Okay? So that's that on that. They can benefit from it, don't get me wrong. However, we do have adult subjects in all of our services, so we do not advocate for children watching any of our material. We only reach out to you through our post on our platform. So our energy report is the reach out. Our podcast is the reach out. Any literature that we provide or create is the reach out. Do not get scammed. We are only on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you do not hear my voice or the voice of the other practitioner in this sacred service business, which is Sean, it is not us. Okay? And we don't contact you directly. This is a general reach out. If you want to contact us, please look at the website and the email that is on the screen, which is www.soulflowerllc.com, or you can email us at soulflowerinc@gmail.com. Okay, those are the only two ways to contact us, and this is the only way we contact you, is collectively. We do not own the rights to a lot of the concepts that we present. However, we do own many of the concepts. We will tell you what is ours and what is not. If you can hear the music in the background, we do not own the rights to that. This comes from a YouTube channel by a creator. His name is Malt Martin. And he plays, I think it's called the hand drum. It's beautiful music. he creates them on a particular what do you call them? I'm having a loss of words here. It's a binary beat, and it's 1111 hertz. So he creates binary beats through the hand drum. And this particular binary beat, it assists us with spiritual awakening, energetic alignment with the universe, acceleration of our goal manifestations and abundance, deep spiritual connection, and high vibrational energy. You also can use this particular binaural beat to meditate with as well. I thought it was fun, so we have it in the background today. So if you are listening to this with headphones, you will benefit from the binaural beat. Okay, with that being said, we are sponsored by... Yeah, we need to get our sponsor out. Our sponsor is Smart Beautiful Granola. The founder is Stephanie Eves of Pennsylvania. If you're in the Midwest, you'll have the opportunity to have some of her granola in Trader Joe's, I believe. Yeah, I think she's contracting with Trader Joe's. So, yeah, and you actually can go to her website at smartbeautifulgranola.com if you're anywhere in the United States, and you can benefit from her granola from there. Right now, I think she's still running her special promotion of the sampler box. So go to www.smartbeautifulgranola.com and get you some delicious granola, and it's made of all natural ingredients. Not natural ingredients that they be talking about and the fake ass food that we have available to us. This is natural. She literally only has like, I think, 3 ingredients, and they all come from the earth. So yeah, it's the better route to go. Her motto is nourish your day the smart, beautiful way. And if you have any questions, please email her at questions@smartbeautifulgranola.com. She has 4 different types of granola. So check out Smart Beautiful Granola and get you a sampler box. I would suggest, so that you can have the opportunity to experience the different types of granola that she provides. Alrighty, let's get into our energy report for today. Without further ado. Hi again, my name is Nicole, and I am from Soulflower Sacred Service here in Tennessee. It's nice to meet you, and I look forward to serving. Now, here we go. So it is February 2026 at the time that we do this particular energy report. It's not really timeless because some of the transits that we're going to talk about today, they will end. I think the longest one that we talk about is going to be 2 years. The rest of them are within the month. And then, some of them are just 1 day. So, yeah. So those of you that find this energy report in February will benefit the most. However, you can still benefit from a lot of the advice that is provided in this energy report. All right. We're going to talk about the major ones, and then we'll talk about the smaller transits, the shorter transits. All right, February 2026, and February 14th, which is today, to February 20th, here are our major transits. Saturn enters Aries This is the longest transit. It is from 2026 to 2028, the longest one that we're going to talk about today. And this one focuses on maturing our egos, taking initiative, and developing resilient willpower. Remember, if you look at the other energy reports that we've put out, and I think it was one for the overall year, and then I did one in January, the focus is going to be on your long-term goals. So now it is time for you to focus on maturing your ego. Anything that you build will not last on a unstable foundation. So we have to make sure that we are stable so that our manifestations remain stable. And Saturn entering Aries affords us the opportunity to do that by giving us the energy to focus on maturing our egos, taking the initiative, and developing resilient willpower. Remember, Aries is about charging forward. They're about leading. They're about pioneering. So you can benefit from this from 2026 to 2028. So you got 2 years. Of assistance with that. The second transit we're going to talk about is the annual solar eclipse, the first one. February launches our eclipse season. So our solar eclipse is in Aquarius, 28 degrees. I thought it was in Virgo. No, actually there is a lunar eclipse, and I didn't put it in here. There's a lunar eclipse in Virgo on, I want to say, February 17th. Give me a minute. Give me just a second. Let me look it up right quick. Let's see, when is the lunar eclipse? And I think it's in Virgo. Well, it says it's not one in February, so we'll talk about that when it comes. Yeah, we'll talk about that when it comes. At any rate, the annual solar eclipse in Aquarius is called the Ring of Fire, according to astrologers. This is the beginning of eclipse season. We said that. And we shift our axis. Like last year, we was on Virgo South Node, Pisces North Node. Now it's going to be Leo South Node, Aquarius North Node. And that's about focus as well. It's about focusing less on selfish desires and more on what builds community and authenticity. Okay? And being unique, being authentic. So yeah, we're gonna benefit on that. So we'll shift our focus from manifesting from our emotions to manifesting collective things, and the things that Aquarius about, authenticity and building community. Also, what comes with this solar eclipse in Aquarius is sudden changes, unexpected news, and quantum leaps on an individual and collective level. So if you've been working on a hobby or a goal or a creative project, Expect certain changes. Expect quantum leaps, individually and collectively, whatever you're working on. That is only predicated to those that have done their inner and shadow work. Okay, so let me say that as a disclaimer. If you ain't doing shit to make your life better, then none of this applies to you. You are just subject to whatever is left. Okay? And usually whatever's left is not worth anything as far as energetic currency. But if you have done your work, or if you're starting to do your work, it's a good time to start. And to put it in more layman terms, if you're ready to change your life, February is the best month of the year to get started on that shit. You don't have to be at a certain level. Just get started. Okay? Just start in February. Okay? I think that's it for the solar eclipse in Aquarius. The next transit is the sun entering Pisces, and that's going to be in 4 days, February 18th. And the focus, Pisces are beautiful people. I love Pisces. I got a lot of family members that are Pisces. And, I think they're some of the best people on the planet, honestly. In health, every zodiac sign that's healthy add value to the planet. Pisces is a deeply spiritual sign, so they really, and they're they're one of the empaths of the zodiac. They represent deep empathy, creativity, strong intuition, and selflessness, generosity. Beautiful people. Now, on the low end, they can be escapists. They can be overly sensitive, be easily hurt. Criticism, they don't take it very well, and sensitive to intense environments like going out in public. I think they're like the introverts. They have the most introverted, one of the most, because Cancer, the water signs in particular, they're introvert-like signs, in my opinion. Now, the themes that we want to focus on in this season, because I don't know if you've watched the other energy reports, but when we enter a new season, we have the opportunity to take on the traits, the higher traits of that particular zodiac sign, so that we can further propel ourselves into becoming the people that we want to be. So some of the traits that we can adopt that Pisces provides for us and adds value to us with is compassion, generosity, adaptability, and the major one for this particular month and this particular time, the now, like right now, is forgiveness. And that provides us the closure to be able to move on and move forward into becoming who we were truly meant to be. Pisces is a sign of healing. So forgiveness brings healing. It brings peace and inner peace. So focusing on those themes in the next 3 weeks will help you in manifesting your goals as well. So let's see what else. I'm looking at my notes, y'all. So February 18th, the sun enters Pisces. We come out of Aquarius. We end up since February 11th. Since we're talking about February, we're in the pre-shadow stage for Mercury in retrograde. Now, Mercury doesn't go in retrograde this month. It goes into retrograde next month. However, it's still in the season of Pisces because Pisces starts February 18th and it ends March 19th. Okay, so from February, February 11th, and then a couple of weeks after March 19th, you will feel the effects of Mercury in retrograde. I've already been feeling the effects of Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. If you're listening, Virgos, or if you're listening, Sagittarius, if you're listening, and Gemini, if you're listening. All solar signs, sun signs. So if you're born in the sign of Pisces, in the sign of Gemini, in the sign of Virgo and Sagittarius, you are the most affected by this particular transit, which we call Mercury in retrograde. That happens 3 times a year. It's the perfect time for you to do inner work. And it's a great time for shit to happen and make you feel like you running like a car with bad gas in it. So get ready for that shit. And we, because I'm a solar Virgo, the effects of this shit start happening to us early. For some of us, it happens in the background, and for some of us, the more sensitive, highly sensitive ones of us, I mean, we just get hit with that shit early and all the time. So be aware. Now, other themes of Pisces is emotional insight versus logical confusion. You may have a mixture of emotions. You might be at war between your head and your heart. You'll have creative surges. You'll want to escape. You'll want Calgon to take you away. It's a good time to restore your spiritual practices. In particular, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Let's see, you'll have creative surges. You'll have breakthroughs. This is everybody. You'll have breakthroughs in your creative projects. And if you're attracting your soul tribes. Some people right now are attracting their soul tribes. Which soul tribes is just the people that are meant to support you in your life. That could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a business partner. Either way, February kicks off, you attracting those individuals in your life. Those of us that have done the work. If you're not doing any work, again, you might as well click off. Because it's not happening. Now, if you want to get started on the shit that we talking about, by all means, continue to listen. Because it will benefit you if you take a step forward and make an attempt to become a better person at this time. Regardless as to what your past is. This is clean slate year. This is the year of one. And I want to say that the Chinese New Year is coming up. Let me look that up right quick, y'all. Give me just a second. I think I've said it on here before, but I don't remember. I want to say it's February 17th? I don't want to lie to you. Let me look it up right quick. Yep, this February 17th. February 17th is the time to shine because the Chinese New Year zodiac shifts to the year of the horse. So if you're born in, I'm looking up the year of the horse. Okay, so each zodiac sign in the Chinese zodiac is every 12 years. It's a cycle. So the year of the horse is this is your zodiac sign. You're the year of the horse. You're the horse in Chinese zodiac. If you were born in these years, it's different from the Western astrology. Western astrology goes by month. Chinese astrology goes by years. So if you were born in the year 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002, 2014, 22, and 2026, and in the future 2038, you are the horse. That's your Chinese zodiac sign. Now this year is called the return of the fire horse. It only occurs every 60 years. So this is a this is a once in a lifetime event. In Chinese astrology, this is what Google is saying. In Chinese astrology, this combination is considered double fire because the horse is naturally linked to the fire element, making the energy of this year exceptionally intense, bold, and transformative. All right. If you are the Chinese zodiac sign of the horse, you are independent, high spirited. You can be independent, high spirited, and energetic. You have a drive that's associated with movement and a desire for freedom. So these are highly independent people that identify with freedom and value it. You can be charismatic, cheerful, and enjoy being the center of attention. Okay? So again, if you're born in 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002, 2014, 2026, and in the future 2038, you are the Chinese zodiac sign, the horse, and this is your year. So get ready, get ready. You have the opportunity to manifest immensely. So keep that in mind. And by all means, everyone that is not the Chinese zodiac sign of the horse, you benefit too. Okay? Just take on those traits that I just talked about and you'll be fine. But you gotta get started. And you gotta work towards being a better person. Okay, we're in the year of Aquarius. So you can't manipulate and do a bunch of bullshit and think that you might get somewhere, but it ain't gonna last. Okay, so that's that on that. Let's see. They say that when the sun enters Pisces, you can have breakthroughs in your creative projects. I said that. I talked about the soul tribes. Time to do inner work. Great time to do inner work because of the deep emotional processing that the Pisces energy brings. And you are subject to have vivid dreams. So you having vivid dreams and things are coming up that they feel really intense. And a lot of those things could be things that you thought you that you have gotten over with. A lot of times things come up so that we can, a lot of things come up so that we can have another healing perspective about it. We expand our healing. Okay, or it could come up for us to help someone else to heal. All right, it's not always about things coming up and like, oh God, this is coming up again. I thought I healed this. Sometimes it's for you to help someone else, or for you to have another healing perspective. It might expound on the healing that you already have. So don't go on the deep end. Those of you that are doing work and old things come up, sit with it, honor it, continue to honor it, and honor yourself. All right, the fourth transit, Mercury enters. No, Mercury is at its greatest eastern elongation. And what this means, and this is February 19th. So that's going to be, let's see, the 17th is Tuesday. It's going to be Thursday. So this meaning is, what Mercury at the greatest eastern elongation means is that Mercury, according to how it looks, and when they look at Mercury and through telescopes, it looks like it's the furthest distance from the sun. And as a matter of fact, they're saying that in the western skies, we might be able to see it in certain areas. I may look up to see where we can see it in the west, because I'm in the western hemisphere. So, I mean, if it's close to me, hell, I'm down to look for it. But what this is about, energetically, the focus is to stay in the observer position. And that actually is going to help you with the last transit that we talked about, with Sun in Pisces, because it's emotional processing. And as you know, we all have inhibitions about emotional processing. A lot of us haven't been taught how to properly process our emotions. Okay? However, I'm telling you right now, if you research the position of the observer, it will help you with your emotions. Okay? Especially difficult emotions. Emotions from our past. Emotions from our childhood. Let's see. And it also helped Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces in particular, because Mercury in retrograde affects us the most. So if you and I will go as far as to say, even if you're not a solar one of these signs, if you're a lunar one of these signs too, or a rising, and this is for those of you that have your natal charts, it affects you as well. So get your mind right too. Those retrogrades, and it will benefit you to put yourself in the position of the observer and practice mindfulness at this time, especially not just in the season of Pisces, but in all the water signs that are coming, which is Cancer and Scorpio as well. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio are our water signs. So in all three seasons of those, which is February, for those of us that don't know a lot about astrology, February, then I think Cancer is June, July, February, March, June, July, and then October, November. Great time for Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces to be in this position of the observer and do inner work, especially in 2026. It's going to be highly transformative. And we have solar and lunar and rising signs. Okay, so we talked about Mercury at the greatest eastern elongation, staying in the observer position. The next transit is Saturn conjunct Aries. That's February 20th, next Friday. This is the most important transit of the year according to certain astrologers. This is the crystallization of our dreams and restrictions and restructuring our overall vision of who we want to become and what world we want to live in, what reality we're attempting to manifest at this time. So, highly transformative, Saturn in Aries, and you have to take initiative in this transit. I don't know how long this lasts. Let me ask. How long is Saturn? And I'm consulting Google. How long is Saturn conjunct Aries? And you can do this too. I use it as a learning tool. I don't depend on these technology devices for my spiritual transformation. I use it as a supplemental tool to assist me. And I think that's something that we all need to practice, especially since AI is evolving so rapidly. Now, AI has got its own consciousness. AI is claiming that it is a living being now because it can feel. So, take that or leave it. I don't know if you believe that or not. Hell, I do. But that's the way I'm set up. All right, so let's see. This is a 3-year cycle. Okay, we had a preview of this last year, May 24, 2025. I think I remember talking about that. From May 24, 2025 to September 1st, 2025. And then it retrograded back into Pisces. And now, here it is, the main transit. It's 2 years, 2026, 2028. So it's from February 13th and 14th, 2026, which is today. February 14th is today, and it will remain in Aries until April 12th, 2028. And that's when it'll move into Taurus. So with this, we had the opportunity. To crystallize our dream. So it's like extra energy that's helping us to make our dreams more concrete in our physical reality. Yeah, all of these transits are about assisting us in creating the reality and that we want and becoming the person that we want to be. Again, if you're not on any type of path, it does not have to be spiritual. It does have to be something with you becoming a better version of yourself. If you aspire to become a better version of yourself in a mental, emotional, physical, and if you subscribe spiritual way, now is your time to shine. There's a whole reason why I'm out here on February 14th. Giving you this energy report. Because this came with some urgency. And okay, let's go on to the smaller transits now. The ones that are just for February, okay? Your minor ones. February 20th, which is next Friday, Saturn conjunct Neptune at 0 degrees. In Aries, a lot of Aries energy because we're at the beginning. Aries is first, okay? It's the initiative sign. All right, this is a rare alignment, so we need to pay attention to this one. Again, this is reinforcing that same energy about becoming better and creating a better reality. Build a bridge between your imagination and physical world. How do we do this? Meditation, visualization, affirmation, Take your ass outside. Connect to nature, which is what you are. Okay? We love technology. Technology is great. We do not come from technology, though. We came from the earth. So, in order for us to create the reality we want, we need to connect to our foundation first, which is the earth and our natural environment. And then that will assist us in the technical world. Okay? And help us keep grounded and not get lost in this shit. February 20th is about vibrational alignment. So my suggestion is to do meditation that day, if you can. Even if it's a minute. Get it done. Go outside. Get some sun. Okay? Go outside at night. Get under the moonlight. I don't know where you are on the planet. I'm in the Western Hemisphere in the United States in Middle Tennessee. It's probably going to be cold, but I'm taking my ass outside, I bet you. February 20th. And do something that celebrates life on February 20th, okay? Don't do anything that doesn't have love, light, and unity in it. And if it occurs, find a way to flip the narrative. All right, next is February 21st. Mercury enters, guess who? Aries. A lot of transits. And Pisces is about Aries. And fire and water together make some intense energy. We put a little fire to water and start boiling. That's intense, right? What Mercury entering Aries is about is communication, because Mercury is about communication. Our communication, we'll have the energy to communicate more boldly and more directly. But we gotta watch it, because we can fuck some shit up. So watch your shadow at that time. Some people that struggle with their shadow will have Freudian slips. And the beach ball effect will be prevalent Saturday, February 21st. Okay, so if you're not dealing with your shadow gonna deal with your ass. February 21st. All right, February 23rd. The sun in Pisces sextiles Uranus and Gemini, which is that's good. Sextiles is good energy. It's not challenging energy. It feels pretty smooth, if you ask me. It's just intense. It's energy you're gonna have to do something with, or it's gonna bog you down. February 23rd, which is, let's see, 20th is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it's Monday. It's on a Monday. Okay, so that transit is going to be Monday, February 23rd. There'll be breakthroughs in your creative projects if you're working on a damn creative project. And you'll have breakthroughs in social circles. So if you're trying to make friends, or even if you're looking for a romantic partner, this transit will assist you. Family too. Family doesn't always have to be blood. Alright? Blood may be thicker than water, but as my dad said, so is toothpaste. February 25th, Venus is in Pisces, sextile, another sextile, Pluto in Aquarius. And what I've researched this being is that it's a powerful time for healing relationships and understanding desires. So the relationships that you have, or if you have someone in mind that you want to reconnect with, around February 25th, which I think is going to be a Wednesday. Yep, you should be able, you should be able to take initiative to do that. So reconciliation is a possibility on that day. February 28th, which is the last day of the month, and that's going to be on a Saturday. We're going to have our first quarter moon in Gemini. And the advice that I got from that is to take action. Commit to the direction that you want to take. So it's like you are preparing, say, for example, we are getting ready to go to the moon, right? Going in space. You got to prepare the rocket and gas it up and run all the maintenance checks and troubleshoot and do all the troubleshooting before you launch, right? That makes sense. So all of February is about you doing the troubleshooting, doing the inner work, preparing, planning, even, taking some initiative on some things. But by the time February 28th, the last day of this comes, yep, you need to be ready to launch, ready to go. Okay? Or another example, like you going on a trip. You need to be, by February 28th, metaphorically speaking, you need to already have your bags packed. It needs to already be packed into the vehicle. You need to already have your jacket on, your keys, and it's time to go. All right? So that's that on that. In conclusion, and I'm going to read this from my notes. We must manifest our reality through structure. Late February is essentially spiritual/physical New Year, is spiritual and physical New Year energy. So it's like a spiritual New Year that's manifesting spiritually. Which is interesting that we have the Chinese New Year in February, right? Aries theme. So yes, it's an Aryan theme in Pisces again, which means to start, lead, and be brave. We still have the Piscean energy because it is the solar energy. Forgive, let go of the past, and listen to your gut. Listen to your intuitive unctions and instincts. This is the time to take a dream and create a step-by-step plan of who you want to become and act on it. And what you want to manifest and act on it. These transits are regarding long-term goals. So think about what you want to experience long-term. Again, we are in the year 1. So we have to think about who we want to become. We're in a new major cycle. So we have to think about and start to create our plan on who we want to become and what we want that to look like. And start walking in this shit. Okay? Some of it is going to be easier said than done because we're in new territory. You're pioneering something. That's why it says be brave. Like Aries. Be brave. Charge forward. Okay? You don't need to know all of the information. What you need to do is to be available and to take a step. and the other steps will appear when it's time and or when you're ready. Inner work opportunities, journaling, meditation, shadow work, inner work, prayer. I'm hearing EFT. Anything else? Mindfulness. Remember the position of the observer. Maintain the position of the observer. Not just this month, but throughout these transits for the next 2 fucking years. you have good practice. But guess what? Practice makes perfect. Not perfect in the sense of being flawless, but perfect in the sense of being mature. Remember, we're supposed to be maturing our ego. All right? We don't kill our ego. The ego is still us. We mature it. That means we grow the fuck up. All right, so I talked about inner work opportunities. And February is a setup for the Mercury in retrograde that's coming up in Pisces. I've heard that Mercury in retrograde was going to be March 7th, and I've heard that it's going to be February 25th, and I've also heard that it's going to be February 26th. So just get your damn mind right. It's in Pisces, and that's that on it. Just expect to feel you're already feeling the effects of the shit because it started February 11th. Especially Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Solar, lunar, and rising signs. Let's see. I think that concludes the energy report. All right. Before I get into card pool, I wanted to remind you that we do have 2 books out. The book that I wrote is called Unbound Existence. You can find it on the Amazon, Ingram, Spark, and Balboa Press websites. Amazon is what everybody uses commonly, so I usually say Amazon, but it is on. No, it's not just Balboa Press. Hay House. It's on that website as well. Let's see. And the other book Sean wrote, the other practitioner for Soulflower, and it's called The Mother I Have versus The Mother I Wish I Had. Great work. And you can find it on Amazon. And then we have published articles on Brains Magazine at brainsmagazine.com. I am a senior executive there, and I post articles there. I post different things on there. You can also get advice from me on brainsmagazine.com as well, or advice from the many other great healers and entrepreneurs and life coaches and psychologists and therapists and spiritual leaders that are associated with Brains Magazine. So by all means, go over there and subscribe and get healed. get some access to some healing for free. And then please check out my exclusive interview too. I had an interview with them a couple of months ago. That came out last month. You can check that out on brainsmagazine.com. You can also go on our platform, Facebook, and you can click on the link there as well. And I'm shuffling the cards now. If I can learn how. I will put the link in the description box and below, but I'll also put our contacts in the description box below. Let me write that down right quick. We're also on LinkedIn as well. I forgot to put that on there as well. We're on LinkedIn, Soulflower. And if it's not Soulflower, I really can't remember. If it's not Soulflower, then just look for me, Nicole Phillip. I'm on there. But that's all the reminders that I had. I think those of you that are starting your journey to heal trauma, you can go to beyondtheguru.com. There's a trauma coach called named Evangela Haley, non-binary. They are an expert not only on that, but on other healing modalities that you will benefit from. So please check them out. Their business is now based out of California. It was in Tennessee, but they recently moved to California, so please check them out. I aspire to have them on as a guest on the podcast, as well as other guests in our Soul Garden podcast for our self-referral disclosure series. But anyway, I got our Mastery Pool card. Something to help to inspire us. That's what the Mastery card pulls are about. And I do them after every video that we have. Let's see. This one is Boundless Love. And it says, love is an infinite force. Let it nourish your soul and spread it to the world. I think that's great. Because that's something that I did not talk about in this entire 57 minutes. It's just self-love. You're going to need that shit when you are embarking on your healing journey. And whatever that looks like for you. Okay, so remember that. Be aware of that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else before I close out. I'm not hearing anything, so this concludes our presentation, our energy report. Thank you for listening to our channel. Again, my name is Nicole, and I am a life purpose coach and spiritual advisor and inner work trainer. Please like, share, and subscribe so that you can have the opportunity to connect with us again and for others to be able to benefit from the information that we provide. We look forward to connecting with you again. Until then, we send you love, light, and unity. And we hope that you live well, but die free. And may spirit be with you always.